Good day, Gerard Harting from Good to Great People. I'm going to illustrate to you and demonstrate to you how to get your reports from HR Simplified Good to Great platform. So I'm going to log into my own name, but every manager will have access to these reports. Currently, only the HR managers and the people with account user access can have access to the reports, but we've indicated and clearly communicated to the developer that every manager must be able to draw his or her own reports. So you're going to log in and then go to talent management, and in talent management go to the icon to the right called reports. Right, in reports, click on reports, and there's two reports that's important now. The one report is the cumulative monthly report. So let's look at what that looks like. So you are going to look at your department. So in the case, you'll also see there's a recognition button. So if you switch it on, then it means the medals and yellow cards will form part of the cumulative reports, which we know is the case at Brights, but in some of our customers, they don't require that. They don't allow medals and yellow cards to add to the scorecards. So we're going to go again to Sean's department, which is Brackengate Tools. You go to your department, and I'm going to select the Brackengate Tools. And now I'm going to say generate. And it's a PDF report. And it will then, and you save it wherever you want to. So I'm going to save it in a folder, and then I'm going to open it. As you can see here, those are the inputs that I've done earlier for Clive Lisser, Manur Isaacs, Rial Williams, etc. That was the scores in February. These are the results in March. These were the ones I did sort of earlier today. And that's the average score. So exactly what you had before. It's the 12-month rolling report. So you have March and obviously working back 12 months before. What I think is quite exciting for me is that with this report, you can also see how many months an employee has been employed by Brights. And I'm actually quite surprised that people with a lot of years of experience at Bright, which is good, indicating that you are an employer of choice and that you're able to attract and retain talent. So that's the cumulative report. Just going to close that. And then I'm going to show you the second report. Now, once you've got the cumulative report out, and now you want to go in a conversation with a specific individual, then you go to the talent individual report. And here you select the date range. So let's say you want to see how a particular person performed from the 1st of January 2021 till today. And you say it's not for all employees, it's going to be for, let's say, Clive Lisser. There it comes up, and I say I want to have his performance report. Right, so you say generate. And you should see that all the reports will be generated. Excel reports will be generated, and you can then share it with the employee. What is going to happen is there are all the reports. So I'm just going to load it download it. So there are a number of reports here. Those are all the reports that I've done. Dummy reports. I'll save it all. And I'm just going to give you an illustration of one. An Excel report. Mark it there. And do the spacing so it will tell you. Yeah, Clive Lisser. That's today's date. He's a sales consultant. These are his criteria. There's professional routines, department dormant stock, department gross profit. Professional routines is 85 points. Department stock is 5 points, and then gross profit is 10 points. There you can see the weight, it adds up to 100. Min and max, minimum for professional teams is 0. Maximum points is 100%. Your department stock is your minimum is 6. In other words, if it's more than 6%, you get 0. And obviously 0% is full marks, full points, full 5 points. Department gross profit, minimum is 4. If you get less than 4%, you get 0. And if you get 10%, you get full marks. So there are the actual points, 98% for professional teams, which gave you 83.3 points, 98% for department stock, 0.9, which give you 4.25 out of 5 points. And your actual gross profit, as an example, was 12, which then gives you the maximum 10 out of 10. Overall score is 97.55. That was for the month, that was for today's rating. So anyway, you will then download all the individual reports for the person, and you can go through it with the particular person. Right. So I also want to share with you the recognition report. I'm going to do it for the same period. And there are all his recognitions. Remember, all your medals and yellow cards from the period 1st of January to the 3rd of March for any period that's selected will be in a separate report. So I've just downloaded or just registered a couple of examples earlier on. Yellow card for timekeeping. Let me just do that again. I just do automated spacing here. Column spacing. It was a yellow for timekeeping, and there was a customer compliment, and there was another customer compliment. Remember the examples that I've done. It gives you the date, the points, and it will give you the total points. So let's say you had -5 for a timekeeping default, but you had a customer compliment 5 points, another one 5. The balance of that is 5 points. So that's, I think, is quite a good tool for if you go through all the medals and yellow cards with a person. With these KPI reports, I think you're going to have a very constructive discussion with a person. So yes, those are the reports, and that's the way you do it. Good. I will give you an update on more reports to follow. Thank you again for your time, and